What up, fam? It's your boy Chris Cage coming at you 2 times. It is now time for another weekly race video. This time, we are on, well, the greatest racetrack that I've made, the Down and Back track. And this time we're going to do a Tower of Fast race, but unlike any other. You see, we have 32 cars. But there's a catch. We have 8 realistics and 8 fantasy cars surrounded by 16 ID cars. Now, if you know anything of the last weekly race video that I've done with ID cars, mixing it in with real and fantasy cars, the ID cars play as spoilers. They will spoil the race for the real and fantasy cars, as they attempt to stop any car from getting into the Tower of Fast. And without further ado, it's time to take a look at who is in the prestigious Tower of Fast right now. Now, it is a bit narrow around here because there ain't that much space in the room. In Space 1, we have the GMC Cyclone and the Street Shaker. In Space 2, we have Out a Line and the number 28 Texaco Havoline Thunderbird. In Space 3, we have the 2018 Bentley Continental GT3 and the tank truck representing Unoco 76. In Space 4, we have the Hot Wheels 500 Racing Edition and the number 1 Huffman Chevy Stalker. And then finally in Space 5, a couple of orange boys, Jaguar XJ220, and the Nightburner. Whoa, a realistics or fantasy car beats the spoilers and then beat each other all for a shot at the Tower of Fast? We gotta find out what will happen in these section of races in rounds. And speaking of rounds, it's time for the first round to begin right about now. Alright guys, here we go. Time to begin the first round with these first 2.
Winner, lane 2.
And a spoiler wins it. It is the Night Shifter ID Chase version. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes your next race. Speed bump. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes your next matchup.
Winner, lane 2.
And yet it goes back to another ID spoiler, which is the Time and Taxi ID Chase version. Up next, we got our matchup featuring red cars. Yeah, another spoiler wins it, and it has a huge spoiler, no pun intended. GT Hunter gets the win. Here comes your next matchup.
Winner, lane 1.
The all-white 67 Camaro gets the win. We're coming at you with the next race. The number 44 Hot Wheels Pontiac the number 44 Hot Wheels Pontiac gets the win. Here we go, guys. Next race.
Winner, lane 1.
This goes to Danica Patrick's 2010 Chevy Impala. Here comes your next race. Even though the cop did his job, it ain't gonna stop him from moving forward. It goes to another spoiler, which is the ID Chase Aston Martin 1-77. We got your next race getting ready to go. Number 8, Circuit City Thunderbird gets the win. I miss Circuit City. Next matchup on the way.
Winner, lane 1.
It goes to Drop Top from the Drop Tops lineup. Kind of weird they would name a car Drop Top after their lineup. But still, it got the win. Here comes your next race.
Winner, lane 2.
Yet another spoiler wins it. It is the HW50. Here comes your next matchup.
Winner, lane 1.
It goes to the original Power Pipes. Here comes your next matchup.
Winner, lane 1.
It goes to the original Power Rocket. Next matchup, ladies and gentlemen.
Winner, lane 2.
It's like the Sylvia S13 lost to Shane there. As another spoiler picks up the win, it is the 15 Jaguar F-Type Project 7. Getting right down to it, second to the last matchup.
Winner, lane 2.
This car was last year's Hot Wheels all-out winner, and it barely beat the Governor. The 15 Charger SRT police car got the win. And finalima, we have these two. Will we have an advantage or an even matchup going into round 2?
Winner, lane 2.
Never underestimate the I-Pace E trophy. As we see how round number 2 is going to look like, it's all even up. And I decided to match the spoiler cars with the car that's going to challenge for a spot on the Tower of Fast. And so far, spoilers are even up. But looks like we see a considerable amount of realistic cars on here. About 4 and 4. Hey, we are all the way evened up. 8-4-4. All of them evened up. It is an even playing field, and round number 2 will be coming up next. Round 2, everybody. Time for some division. And not in the mathematical educational form or the USA's form of it. It is time now for division of round 2. Let's see who will have major advantages, and will the spoilers all be gone in this round? Let's see what happens.
Winner, lane 1.
Easy win for Speed Bump. Next up, we have the 67 Camaro taking on the Taxi, Time of Taxi.
Winner, lane 1.
Second time in a row, a spoiler is gone. Here we go, next race, everybody.
Winner, lane 1.
And the number 44 Hot Wheels Pontiac moves ahead. Let's see if this Impala can make it 4 times in a row for beating a spoiler car.
Winner, lane
And he
2.
fails to do so. But what an effort. And that car is going to be tough to beat, whoever gets this guy. Coming up to this next race right here, we got a NASCAR taking on an ID car. Ooh, that was a damn good race right there. Good way to kick off 2021 with that close race. The number 8 Circuit City Thunderbird gets the win. Here comes your next race. Oh, another one. Back-to-back close races. Here we see Drop Top just barely beating out that F-Type right there. That's some back-to-back close finishes if I ever seen one. Coming down to the second to the last race for this round. Let's see if the Power Pipes can beat out another spoiler car.
Winner, lane 1.
Yes, sirree. He did so. Power Pipes done it. Will we see another even playing field, or will there be an advantage of some sort?
Winner,
Not only did the I-Pace win, but what happened to the Power Rocket? Did it fall off the track or something? Well, that's a sad bit of affairs right here. So looking over here, we have two spoiler cars moving on. A considerable advantage for fantasy cars, but they are matched up with realistic cars. 2-3-3 this is, which means it's time for the third round to get underway right about now. Third round here. We got a white Camaro, and we got ourselves a speed bump. It's time to see who will get the win. Go, go, go!
winner, lane 2.
And it goes to speed bump. Don't think your night is over that fast. You still have to beat that spoiler car right there. Let's see if the Hot Wheels Pontiac can do the job.
Winner, lane 2.
This one's gonna be a tough one to beat. Better hope Speed Bump has enough energy to do it, because it just took out this Hot Wheels Pontiac. This one may be a tough one to beat. Here comes your third heat, another real versus fantasy race. Let's see who will get the most of this one.
Winner, lane 2.
Number 8, Circuit City, Thunderbird. Can the Power Pipes force an advantage, or will it'll be all tied up, and then an interesting scenario will have to play out in the finals?
Winner, lane 2.
This is getting a bit interesting here. So, Power Pipes is out. It's still even up here. 2 spoiler cars left. 1 each for realistics and fantasy. These 2 are the toughest spoiler cars to beat. If the Thunderbird and Speed Bump get beat both in the finals, then that means that there's no Tower Fast race. But if one of these wins, there still is one more challenge, which is the one and done race. And then after that, if they manage to beat the spoiler car there, they will be open to a shot at the Tower of Fast. It's all or nothing, folks, in the finals, and that will be coming up next. All right, finals, guys, which means only one thing, and one thing only. Let's see what happens. Will these spoiler cars survive, or will they meet their untimely demise? It's time to find out in this first race for all the eyes can see.
Winner, lane 2.
And one has just moved on, which means the I-Pace E-Trophy, if he wins this one, it's over. Here we go. Will the I-Pace be defeated, or will that Thunderbird pull out a major shocker that we have never seen before? Let's see what happens in this race.
Winner, lane 2.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, these cars did the unthinkable. They have managed to stop those 8 castings from getting into the Tower of Fast, which means this weekly race is officially over. a tremendous, it was a tremendous run for those castings that have tried their best, but the spoilers got the best of them. They got the faster cars, and they managed to keep the tower from changing at all. And that will do it for today's Hot Wheels Weekly Race. I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. If you are brand new watching this, be sure you subscribe and also turn on the notifications bell as well. It's your boy Chris Cage. I'm coming at you 2 times, and we will see you at the next video.